Sunrise is going to be around 9 o'clock on the 36-hour day. You probably are like just before that. Sun has not risen yet, and the army that you were maybe expecting has yet to show up. So clearly it took them a little longer to get there than maybe you expected, or maybe you're just leaving a little early.
Seems like poor planning that they'd have all of the townsfolk and.
Well, no, the townsfolk should leave before they get there.
But on the same day.
Yeah, but also, the war isn't exactly happening in the city. They'll intercept them away from the city. It's really, the preparation for the townsfolk leaving was more so if things get out of hand, right? They expect to be able to save Fiddlefor.
I see.
Yeah, they don't expect for it to, go awry. Anyway, so you all obviously gather kind of just outside of the general's tent. He does not greet you, but what you see there is a cart with the colored markings. You have the purple marking for going to Sheath Weiss, which should give you passage into those cities as under a pseudo refugee sort of status from the war. You will look like an odd bunch, but that is okay. And so you have started your journey to Sheath Weiss.
Fun.
This is
Say goodbye to Jerry before we left.
Oh, good. Great. Glad you guys got that out of the way.
Oh, Maud gives him a big hug.
So you ran into town.
Yeah, I was I'm pretty sure town is the opposite direction of where we're trying to go, actually.
Well, no, I was going to say, because I was sleeping there.
Woke up early.
So I would have seen
Yeah,
you
so
in the morning and
you
given him a
woke up
hug.
early, ran into town.
Woke up early. Say goodbye to everybody. Have breakfast at the tavern, maybe,
Great. There you go.
Grab me, then we go.
I grabbed everybody a hash brown for the road.
Nice, there we go. Okay.
There's a fucking Timmy's.
Yeah. I
So
did
there's
the Tim's run this morning.
There's a Him Tortons, and you just have to...
Yeah.
But it's spelled him with HYMN, so it's Him Tortons.
I did the hymns run this morning.
Yeah, you did the hymns
Run by a bunch of singing.
I would like to make a little comment about what Martyr's doing.
Okay.
They have an extra little pep in their step because they are wearing a frilly little yellow dress and they are no longer in the ugly soldier's outfit. And you can tell that they're carrying themselves more confidently.
Cute.
Adorable.
So as you can see in the Fiddlefor to Sheath Weiss map that you got, we'll just say you found it in your cart. It was just prepared for you. So you kind of have to go around this lake to get to Inanella Norad. And then you'll go down past the mountains to Liren, Lenlac Weiss, Ain Orthed, and Sheath Weiss. Pretty basic, pretty simple. Shouldn't be too hard.
Cool. Shouldn't be is the word of the day.
Yeah, it's the DM word for who knows how hard it'll be. Mm. And you're walking along. It's a pretty easy 12-hour walk. You don't encounter anything on this stretch. You're in a cart. You have horse-drawn carriage, so you guys are kind of sitting in it. Who's driving the carriage? Who's driving the horse?
Can I do it?
Yeah.
I want to do an animal handling.
Roll animal handling.
Yeah!
I was also gonna go up there and do that, because, I get horses, I guess.
You
Two
can
of us
take
can
over
sit
if
up
they
there.
fuck this animal handling
The
check.
two of us can sit up there.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's
are
true.
we
You guys can
cuddling?
sit together and drive it together.
I rolled a
Well,
15.
Cuddling?
Sure.
Do I also have to rely
Good.
on my
Easy. Yeah, sure. If you guys are you guys both kind of holding
Yeah.
the reins together?
I
So
figured.
not anymore though.
Yeah.
8.
Okay.
I'm leading.
You guys are trying to drive together, but every time Ariadne kind of tried to take it in a toppy way, they want us to be in control. Clearly the horse was not into that and was not enjoying the tugging sensation that was happening there, and was much preferring and was kind of just being annoying when you were holding the reins. So unfortunately, Martyr has taken control of that one. Yes.
So I'm gonna say that Maud is sitting on top of the luggage and is kind of meditating and just having the vibes, and is just kind of there listening to all the sounds of the arounds.
Martyr
hanging
looks
out.
so stoked to be near the horses, as if they have never
Nice.
seen horses before in their life. He is like just is staring at them and is just like in awe of how pretty they are.
I will say about like, you know, you guys are chatting, you guys are hanging out. It's a pretty easy road. It's paved. The technology is there for like paved, like not like paved necessarily, but like flattened, like dirt roads. It's not a difficult
Groomed
trails, if you will. Not a difficult drive.
Are we in a convoy, or are we on our own?
You're just a group of you.
Just on our own?
Yeah, you guys decided not to take the. You guys are scouting out the route for the other refugees, I guess. And about 6 hours into this journey, Martyr starts to get a piercing headache, and it is just it is a demanding. And they have felt this before. It is because they have neglected to do something today.
Shit. Martin, they feel that, and they're like, actually, Ariadne, this is like the fear of them curse. They just kind of go, fuck. Could you...
You alright, lad?
Yeah, Peachy. Could you do me a favor and just try to get the horses handled again? I got something I gotta do real quick.
Of course.
They'll hand over the
To
reins.
roll again.
Does there need to be another handle?
Yeah, roll another handle handling check.
Handling.
Why? 12. God fucking damn it, my brain.
12? You know, the horses are nicer now. The road is not quite as smooth as when Martyr was driving, but they have accepted that they're just gonna have to deal with this right now.
Martyr's not gonna change their position. They're gonna keep sitting with Ariadne, but they're gonna shift a little bit over. And they are going to reach into their little bag that they have on them and pull out a little dagger. Not threateningly, they're just gonna hold it kind of to their chest, and close their eyes as if they are meditating, but they are not.
So what happens for everybody else right now is it seems to you that Martyr is just meditating, is just sitting peacefully. Nothing seems to be amiss at all. What happens for Martyr, however, is that she's consciously taken to a place that she has seen before. What seems to be the inside of a smooth, almost cave-like place. The walls are like stone, like shaved out stone. There are small torches and lights glowing all around the room, some of which seem natural and like fire, others that seem unnatural. And she is on one edge of this small room. In the corner is a sight she has seen many times. It is like a loom of different strings. Some of them glow, some of them dimly lit, and some of them sort of blink and falter. And looking at this room, again, she's very familiar with it. There are 3 women. One who looks quite young, beautiful, and tall. Almost a serene beauty with sharp cheekbones. Another is an older woman, like a hag type with a hood over her head. And the other seems to exist in a state that disobeys time. On one look, sometimes she seems quite young and energetic, and she almost floats above the ground when she walks. In others, she seems older, more decrepit, haggard, and she seems to switch between these states, as if unexplained, but it doesn't shock you looking at it, Martyr. Again, you've seen it, but even the first time, it was just as it always was. You've entered this space mentally. The middle woman looks at you, and she goes, "You ignored us today."
I know, I'm so sorry. Everything's been so busy with the whole being drafted into the army thing, and meeting all these new people. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot.
You are an agent of fates. This is your purpose, as you've always known it. And the older woman kind of goes, the war is chaos, undesigned, uncontrolled. And the one who seems to deny age and time, she goes, put death to its purpose and discover its meaning. The new Lord knows this, the new Lord knows. And the other woman kind of looks at you and she goes, you have done well, without even our guidance. You have followed the path that is designed for you. You have denied the tide that would have drowned you. And so follow this path, and follow it well. And then kind of you hear them kind of together all say this at once. Do this and receive your guidance tomorrow on another sunrise. And as they say this, you sort of start to feel that headache lift away. And you sort of feel an extreme like pressure on your body as you come back to the real world.
They kind of are going to say like, I'm so sorry, and then they stop. Because they're back. And they take a big fucking breath as soon as they're brought back. And like put their little knife away and like rub behind their eyes. And they seem like visibly a little bit shaken. Almost as if like a guilty dog. Like they're just kind of like they'll sorry?
Are you sure you're alright?
Yeah, I'm good. I forgot to talk to my patrons and they reminded me of that. I can take the reins back now, or if you want to keep doing it, it's fine.
I can keep hold of them for a while you recuperate.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Emma Bainey, you've seen this before, and you obviously recognize what this is. Do you do anything? Or I don't know what kind of relationship you guys have about this, so you able to explore that now.
Yeah, I guess I'll I don't know where I am.
In the back of the
Back
cart,
of the
or are you
cart?
walking along? How are you doing this?
I guess I'll lean over. I don't know what this cart looks like.
I would say that it's fairly simple, open, wooden open style cart. It's got an open back, kind of like a tailgate scenario, but it's long enough that two horses could pull it without effort, but still can hold quite a bit of luggage. Obviously you guys don't have very much, but it's a wooden cart with a little front area for people to sit on. I think Maud is sitting kind of in the back corner closer to where maybe they are, on top of some luggage. Gutflip, you didn't describe where you are yet, but we'll get back to you in a second. And
I have an answer.
Okay, great. And then you just can place yourself kind of wherever.
Okay, I was imagining myself at sitting on the end of
Yeah.
the cart, so I guess I'll get up and walk around and just be like, "Hey, you okay?"
Oh, I'm just fine. It's just you know how my patrons get when I ignore them accidentally. They just wanted to tell me that I made the right choice with our path and that we're doing what they want me to be doing, so that's good. I'm not really in trouble.
Oh, good.
Yeah. They did warn me about the war being chaos and that the path that we chose is the path that won't make me drown, so that, cool. That was nice to know.
Not drowning is the goal.
Yeah.
That's so cute. Not drowning is the goal.
That's the goal.
And Gutflip, did you want to kind of...
I pictured myself also near, the back of the cart, with probably sitting on top of, my own luggage, likely, using one of my own, whatever's as a seat, and, frantically writing and something, and scratching out what I'm writing several times, not getting anywhere.
Nice. With that, unless you guys have anything else you want to do, discuss while on this journey, feel free to interrupt me. But you arrive at the gates of Imamel and Norad,
Oh, we passed the lake already?
you did pass the lake. Did you want to do anything at the lake?
I just don't think that Almabena had ever seen a lake before and would definitely kind of want to check that out.
We can reverse
I wanna
and
look
say
at
that
the
was
lake.
part of your priority was to stop at the lake.
Yippee!
So just after, I would say like you'd be closest to the lake just after, like probably an hour or two after Martyr had their conversation with their patron, and you all took a stop. We'll say you took like a short rest. You get unlimited of those, so we'll say you took a short rest next to the lake. And is there anything you wanted to do at the lake? It's a big lake.
I was gonna say, so Maud has a fishing equipment. She was on the edge, kind of fly fishing, that kind of style.
Cute.
And just catching not small stuff, like she would release the small stuff, but anything that was substantial, she would be like, alright, this is gonna be for dinner later?
I would like to say then that Guckflip was using Mage Hand to help catch the fish, sort of as like a net. You know how they use the net with a fishing? Like, I'm sort of there helping you get the fish and bring them in. Because they're quite large.
I like that. That's cute.
Do you want to learn how to
If any of
fish?
them are bigger than 10 pounds, you cannot do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can only do the smaller ones.
10
but,
pounds is quite a large fish.
but yeah, 10 pounds is a big fish. So I don't think that any of you guys,
think most trout
especially
don't
close
get
to the
that
shore like that, I don't know if any of you guys are going to be getting anything bigger than 10 pounds.
I'm just definitely not in the water.
I think Almabena is... She, like, takes off her boots and, like, rolls up her pants and she's wading around in the...
Oh,
That's so cute.
yeah, I mean, this might be... This will most certainly be the largest lake that both of you have ever seen. And perhaps, depending on how far you've ventured outside of your small town.
Unless there are lakes nearby. In
Not big
the
ones,
forest,
like
then
ponds.
I'd seen ponds, but not lakes.
Yeah.
How clean is the lake?
It's, like, beautiful. Like, pristine.
How long are we staying?
Like, short rest. Like,
Yeah, we're just chilling for a second before we
half
gotta
an
keep
hour.
going.
4 hours?
Yeah, like, I would say anywhere from, like, a half an hour rest to, like, 2 to 3 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not a full 4 hour. Does a short rest have to be 4 hours?
Usually a short rest is around, like, usually it's like 4 hours, and a long rest is
you guys
8,
really haven't
because
done
that's, like,
anything.
sleeping cycles,
You
whatever.
guys haven't really done anything, so a 2 to 3 hour short rest will do you fine.
Ariadne will like, not immediately with the rest of the group, like a little bit to the side, freshen up.
Oh, there you go. Fair enough.
Martyr is giddy. They're so giggly. They're like kicking out. They're also like, they took off their shoes immediately and like hoist up their little skirt and their little like fucking pantaloons they got under there. Their bloomers. Wading around in the water and like making little splashes and like giggling as like they see fish go by, and they like, it's again like a child in a candy shop. They have never seen anything like this before in their life.
If I see this, I'll like druidcraft like little splashes probably against your like legs or something.
Oh,
In case it's
she's
not-
giggling.
Oh.
She's so pleased.
No, it's like pretty.
Pretty still.
It's a lake. It's a lake. Not a lot of waves going on. Like, maybe it's not very windy today, so unfortunately you're not getting too much, but you're getting little slashies now.
They're so
Okay. How covered is the lake?
Well, there's dense tree like all around it, but it, because of its size, like you're getting a full sun. You know, it's not super covered in terms of like privacy.
I step away so I'm like,
But
there's trees blocking the road, but other than that,
oh yeah, you
We're
guys
not
have stepped
shy.
at least like a far away from it, enough from the road that
Yeah.
they could see that there's a lake through there, but they wouldn't be able to be like, there's a naked tiefling out there. Like that's not that wouldn't happen.
top naked teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's the fun thing about roleplay. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
Her titties are out, so
There you go.
He's alright.
Martyr will look over, see that, and then look away and go back to splashing and like very red.
That's so cute.
How many
I'm
fish
just
do we
imagining-
catch?
Sorry, I'm just imagining Martyr like noticing that you're doing the little splashies and having so much fun with that, and then looking up at you like excitedly and being like, "Titties!"
That's what I pictured too. Like they're like, oh, you shot. It's like, oh.
if this is at all possible, can I, when Martyr turns back around, can I druidcraft like a little splash onto her cheek?
Sure, that's
something.
cute. Yeah.
Fuck you.
Oh, they're this big. Martyr is this big. They just kind of like
Shrunk.
they're giggling.
Like
They kind of look
Save-
over at
Save her.
Alabama, just like
Alabama is giving you the like shit-eating like sibling grin right now.
What is question? What is Gugflip doing? Because I can't remember if he made him a cishet.
Gugflip?
Is Gugflip cis hat?
Gugflip is cishet.
Gross.
Gross.
No, I know.
How dare you make a cis hat character?
Again,
in my
I'd like
campaign?
to reiterate that
Although I
in
think
the
you are also
description
cishet already.
for my character, on my character's character sheet, it says male, he, him, and then an asterisk, ew.
Who's playing a cis hat character?
I'm playing a cis character.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm not playing heterosexual.
Is Maud is
cis hat.
heterosexual?
Actually, I'm gonna say probably, nothing.
She's
Ace.
Ace.
Doesn't
Martyr
care,
is
like,
so
ace.
Yeah, it's a
Very ace.
Alabama
To-
undecided.
To answer your question, Gugflip definitely blushed a little when he noticed, but is trying to if Gugflip does look at you, maintain eye contact.
I'm not like
but-
aggressive.
but
I'm not
you're
looking
short
at
But yes,
here.
yes, really aggressively.
No, you're like
you're
yeah,
short
yeah,
here, so it doesn't
really
matter.
aggressively, like making sure to look at the eyes. But ultimately, I'm trying to just not look at
Failing.
you. Period.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I'm trying to just not look. Period. I'm focusing on the fish.
If people are looking enough, you will notice that Ariadani does have a belly button piercing as well.
cute.
Nice.
I'm gonna roll a perception check to see if you see that. But everybody,
Little glint.
but Gugflip and a Martyr has disadvantage because they're noticely looking at
Okay.
Tunky.
Hideous.
I feel like
Yeah, I do. I
doing
want
it.
you to know if you notice any sort of tattoos or piercings or on Ariadne.
I got a 26.
So you see every single one. Got it.
Wait.
8.
3.
3. Yeah, you don't even notice the belly button piercing.
I just saw titties. Went. Ah!
I rolled 2 18s with my disadvantage.
Wow. So Martyr,
wanna
I was looking for my split second. I looked.
I rolled a 3 and a 5 for the record.
Ariadne, you get to decide what people see in
Okay.
this moment.
So what people they see a belly button piercing, which is just like it's a simple metal charm, but it looks like you could take like a jeweler thing and hook another loop onto it and give it a charm or something. She's just got the thing in right now. Nipples are not pierced because that seems I don't like that personally.
Not into it. All right.
Like that just seems it scares me. You could get
Real.
snagged. No. She does have tattoos like on her rib cage that curl up almost like not enough to show with her with the shirt that shows the middle. Her like what the fuck is this called?
Cleavage?
Sternum. Thank you.
Sternum.
So like the tattoos don't peek out when she's wearing her shirt, but they do now that she's topless. She's got like I want to say red vines, but not like red vines, not the licorice.
She's got just Twizzlers.
That just
going
like
on.
twirl on like around her ribs. You can assume that it's around her back as well. And then kind of curve up to a little bit under the boobs. But that's it.
Very nice. Very nice.
I feel like Maud is fishing. She looks over, stares, and is like, good for her. Goes back to fishing.
Good for her.
Alabama rolled an 8, and so didn't even look, was too focused on like playing with sand for the first time or something.
Was like, what is this castle I'm building out of sand? What do they call this magnificent thing?
I was gonna say one thing I forgot that reminded me of with Martyr. Now that they're not in their soldier outfit, and especially because they're in the water and like hoisting up their crinoline and their bloomers and their skirt, you can see a lot more scarring on their body. Because before you only really saw their face, but now you can see that because it's like a poofy sleeve, but you can see this entire right arm is pretty much covered. Like their whole hand is covered in scars. They have a few little blooms of burn scars on the other arm, and then their legs just have like little blooms of scars all over them, and their whole like neck and chest area are also scarred.
Ariadani still looks at you the same.
Oh,
This is so much
I
fun.
love lesbians.
As you're kind of finishing up your playtime, you're getting your full midst of your full taking in of all the sights of the lake and the playing with the sand.
The great sights.
The great sights, large mountains in the distance. No, I'm sorry. There are mountains. I guess you might be able to see.
Maybe some
Oh, there are mountains? I
boulders,
didn't
if you
notice.
will.
Like, yeah.
I wasn't looking. Gugflip has info dumped about sandcastles, I think, to Almabena. That's, happened. I just think
history
that,
of sandcastles.
Yeah, the history of sandcastles or something. Or maybe just, like, you really enjoyed sandcastles as a kid, and you're, like, seeing this person enjoy sandcastles.
Yeah,
and
maybe,
you're like,
maybe I
wow.
just like helped you make a
I'm
sandcastle.
Definitely ignoring the fuck out of you.
You're, like, trying to help, but not getting a good response.
Did you know that this type of sandcastle we're building is actually called a insert like weirdly like
Niche
specific niche
sandcastle
name of
fact.
like a type of castle?
I like that. You would know that. And so you pack all your stuff up, you get out of the water, you maybe dry off a little bit with whatever cloth or towels you have on you. You feel refreshed.
Does the wizard know prestidigitation?
Yes. There you go.
That is able to dry clothing.
You dry clothing with prestidigitation.
Oh, yeah.
You guys dry off in one way or another, whether it's prestidigitation, towels, or whatever it is. And you get on the cart again. You've fed the horses. They feel refreshed. Maybe they had a bit of a sip of the water. Feeling good. And you're on your way to your Melanorad. We'll say probably 4 hours takes you to get there. It is now... It's like later afternoon, but certainly not darkness. And you continue. You know, as per instruction of kind of little map you got, that you're just supposed to find an inn for the night, stay there, and whatever. Unfortunately, in Imi Melanorad, you could head to Fort Fardov, which is the royal family, and see if they'll take in refugees. They were prepped for that reality, or you can just go to an inn and make it easy for yourself. That's up to you guys, depending on if you want to deal with like royalty, or you want to try and deal with that, or you can head to an inn. You know that those are your two options.
Did they give us any money to pay for stuff?
No,
It's alright.
the military's not that generous.
Yeah, he literally said we can't afford to pay for people to do this, so I'll send you.
Well, no, he said he can't afford to let anybody leave. It was more about
yes.
about useful
Like,
people than about.
spare the manpower.
Yeah, no.
I've got
and-
this covered.
The whimsical nut.
Yeah, that's a
That's what I call my penis.
Whimsical Nut is an inn/tavern
like
that you
that.
guys can go to.
Oh, we're going.
To the Whimsical
Lame
Nut.
Soup
Yes.
Inn.
Yeah,
Dude, there's some good ass names.
thanks.
Lame Soup Inn.
Lame soup. You guys will be coming in on the farther right gate that you see on the bottom right there, next to the train station. The gate, upon your arrival, there are two guards. They do see you. They see the marked carriage. They recognize it as a Kiyomorian military. What's it called? Carriage. Cart? Yeah, cart.
Cart.
Horse-drawn cart.
Horse-drawn cart. They see the cart. They see that it's a Kiyomorian military cart and that it is marked with the colors for the refugees coming through. They open the doors. Easy. Don't need to do anything for that.
Nice.
You are familiar with Emma Norad in like a sort of like scout in sort of a abstract kind of way. There will also be, for the reference for Almabena and Martyr, there will be maps of kind of a older version of this city. So while you are not familiar with necessarily the exact layout, because that's changed, you are familiar with the shape, generally how to get around, that kind of thing.
I like books.
Because you read it in a book.
Books. I read.
Books.
Let's
Beautiful.
go to the whimsical nut.
Do you want to go to the Whimsical Nut?
What is the whimsical nut?
The Whimsical Nut is a tavern/inn.
Yeah, let's go fuck up the whimsical nut.
/ brothel.
Kiyomoria does not have any brothels.
It'll be once I'm down.
Hey,
Unless
yo!
you make it a brothel, you know what I'm saying.
Single-handedly.
This is how we make our money.
So you walk in, you see the classic, like, big open bottom floor. There's the, like brazier in the middle burning. What is it called?
Brazier?
Brazier.
Yeah.
Brazier.
Brazier?
Brazier?
I was figuring out what the word for big
Fire
fire
brazier.
pit in the center of the room. The giant, brazier.
What are those?
Boobies?
The big old fire pit in the middle. There's some things roasting on it. You can tell that there's people wandering around. Some people are watching that. It's like kind of busy, but in like a casual kind of day, You see kind of a desk. There's a bunch of keys behind it, and a small woman. She's a wood elf. She's got like slightly tanned skin, long brown hair, like long to the waist brown hair, very like large ears, and like a soft face. She is older, probably in her like 50s, 60s, and she's just kind of behind the desk, sitting, chilling. And she sees you walk in. She goes, "Oh, hello, travelers! Welcome to the Whimsical Nut. Come."
Alright, so we head up. How many rooms do we need? I asked the party, not the person.
I don't mind sharing if it saves money.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, I don't got money.
How many beds do you have usually in rooms?
Well, maximum is usually 2, but we have cots I can put in the room to make it a 3-bed.
Are they single beds or double beds?
They are doubles.
2 doubles. I'd say we can afford 1 or 2. It's up to you. It's up to you lot.
Yes, it is 7 gold pieces an evening. For
one room?
For 1 room with the double beds.
That's quite a bit of money.
It's no problem, love. She says it completely nonchalantly. She's like, whatever.
Wow, generous.
Yeah, generous.
So that's 2 rooms. And did you have any carriage or a cart or a
Yes,
vehicle with you? You have a cart. You can pull that around back. Will include 1 evening of parking with your stay. Stabling the horses. Oh, absolutely. The farm next door will stable them. I think that he will probably want like a tip of like 1 or 2 pieces, just so you know.
In the middle of town.
It's like a small thing with with sheep outside. It's not really a farm, but it's like. I said it's a farm because he likes to call it a farm. Okay, I'm just nice to my neighbors when they want to call their stuff a farm. Okay, he sells meat. I don't know why you're being so sassy with me, girl.
I'm surprised I'm surprised she's being the sassy one.
She doesn't mean to be sassy. She just kind of sounds like that.
Right.
Yeah, I hand over the 14 gold.
Thank you very much.
We get situated.
Right. So, here you go. I pass you 2 keys. They read 9 and 10. That's this. There's just 1 floor up. You'll walk just down the hall, and you'll see the 2 rooms there next to each other. Across the hall from one another. And if you want to go eat, Chef Rangi, just over there in the next room, he has a tavern that's connected to the Whimsical Nut and serves very good food.
Thank you, love.
Thank you,
Yes.
Miss.
Very good.
Thank you.
Miss.
Miss is what Martyr said. Miss.
Miss?
With a question mark.
Miss Blue Crown, but please call me Magsis.
Thank you, Maxis.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. All right, enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
Very good.
Ariadne will walk up, twirling the keys on her finger.
Cute.
So, how are we splitting these up? Tools and shorts?
with Martyr.
Tools and shorts, or do the siblings want to be together?
Well, we can do you and me and Albana, and then we can do Gutflip and Maud since they know each other.
I mean, Albana is with Martyr unless Martyr wants to kick her out, so...
I will not kick you out.
We're not doing tools and shorts quite yet. Alright. make sure that everyone hears that.
Well, I'm all right with that situation. I was gonna offer to sleep on the floor of someone's room. I don't need
brought you a
much.
cot, love.
My shell doubles as a place. Oh, that would be a luxury.
Anyway, I hand the key
I'm
to
just thinking
Maud.
about her being like, I'm gonna go sleep on the floor, and then just her limbs just kind of like.
That's kind of what it
I know
is.
that I don't believe that fully happens in real life, but I like to think that it does.
Do
okay,
Alright.
you guys organize your rooms.
Thunder!
We got Martyr, Almabena, Ariadani in one room, and then Gutflip and Maud in the other.
Alright.
Wonderful.
Probably getting a bit hungry now.
So I assume we, like, situate our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then head down for a
And then
meal.
head down for a meal.
Yeah. So you walk down, obviously you go into the next room over. There's the big room with the brazier, brazier, with the brazier.
It's just a brazier now. Just
Brazier.
commit.
With the brazier. Just the giant
That's a bra.
bra. Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I mean. With the brazier, with the, what is it? Brazier?
Just say fire pit.
Okay, with the fire pit.
Just say fire
yeah,
pit.
right. I should just say fire pit. Ugh.
So good at clips.
brazier. With the fire pit. You walk past that room into another kind of classic style tavern. Wooden walls with there's sort of stone pillars though going up it to support the weight, because this is a pretty big tavern. You're walked into like I would say one of the biggest in the city, right? So you are, you're just in this room. There's the bar, large bar. It kind of scoops in kind of a U shape. There's lots of seating around it. There's one guy back there. You can hear kind of pots and pans flipping around in the back room. There's clearly like one or two people cooking back there. And a couple seats.
All we go to the tavern.
Yeah, where would you like to sit?
Yeah.
If there are booths, let's go to
Booths?
those.
Yeah, there's one in there's one wall that's kind of got more like
Boothed up.
like booth. It's more just like large, taller chairs.
Yeah.
That are like connected, like bench chairs.
Benches.
Yeah.
But booth-ish.
Okay.
Who's adjacent?
And in the other corner, we see a guy shrouded in darkness hovering over a cup of meat.
So everybody roll a perception.
Four little halflings walk in.
Yeah, you can roll a perception check if you want to check out this place. I can give
I
you more.
see nothing.
Let's see. What do I see?
I got a
That is
dirty
not how
20.
to roll a dice. What are you doing?
I got an 8.
Ooh, I got a nat 20. I'm seeing.
19.
19. 19, dirty 20, nat 20. All right.
Me and you don't see shit.
Yeah, you guys are
Eagle-eyed Maud.
Eagle-eyed Maud. Looking around, you are taking in the sights of this new kind of room. You're seeing a lot of wood elves. This is a wood elf dominant city. You're seeing one or two drows. They don't seem to be mingling much. And then you're seeing the occasional dwarf gnome, but like really not, and like various other people, but really not, like there may be one or two of them in the whole room. The room is, I would say, probably about 40 feet big, kind of square-ish, like rectangle-ish shaped. The bartender you see is a spindly, like tall, high elf man. He's got light brown hair with a few like braids in it. Not typical of this like region, but style-wise, but it's cool. He seems to be really interested in conversation with the people who are at the bar, but you can, because of your 19, nat 20, and dirty 20, you can kind of tell he's putting on an act. He's really good at showing that he's listening and like pretending to be into it, but he is really not that interested in these people. He's just going about his day. And then, what else are you seeing? You know what? I will say, you do see a shrouded person in the corner of the room. This person is interesting. There is the occasional, and I did plan this beforehand because it's a joke. It's funny. It's the shrouded person in the corner of the room, ironic joke. You see them. They're smaller, though. Not really a bit large figure. Like, spindly hands kind of creep out from this, like, dark cloak. And you see that this person is talking to somebody, a large man. Ultimately, he seems very gruff. You wouldn't want to get in a fight with this man. He seems to be kind of quick to anger, and he has a conversation with her. He accepts a small piece of paper from her. He takes it, and he gets up and he leaves. And she seems to sit there expectantly, not... Like, this woman isn't really ordering anything. She's not eating. Now just revealed that she's a woman, but whatever. You kind of noticed she was smaller, whatever. Not really eating anything, just waiting for people.
Are we at the destination we're supposed to be at to deliver the thing? Or are we
No,
not
so
there
this delivery... So if you look at the map you're
We
looking
still got
at...
2 days left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
yet?
got
Sure.
a lot.
I have time blindness. It's a problem.
Fair enough.
So Shift West is where we're going?
Yes.
That's where we're going.
All right. What would you like to do? You do see a few, like bar wenches, we can call them wenches, just servers. You do see a few around. You can back into them if you'd like. You can go up to the bar. You can go talk to somebody.
I'll I assume we went
Yep.
down because we're already sitting and stuff.
Yep. So,
I also think our group probably stands out quite a bit.
Probably.
the ragtag group and the one tiefling in a pretty little dress is kind of not a sight you see. Well, 2 tieflings in the same party. That's not what you see all the time. So that definitely caught some eyes. One gentleman server will come up to you. He'll go, "Hey guys, what can I get ya?" Oh yeah, service voice on.
Yeah.
Sorry, that service voice.
Yep.
Oh.
Hey team, what can I get started for you?
Hey team, how are we
hate
doing
that.
tonight, guys?
Ew.
Hey team.
What do you think about? Should we do some apps? Should we?
So can I get us started on any drinks?
Honey mead for the pretty one beside me.
Oh.
And
He looks at that with respect. He's like, "Ooh."
sorry, I cut
game
you off. I
respect
wanted to
game.
get
Game
a
respect
game.
game.
And I think I'll have one of those as well. And you had ale last time? An ale for this one? Water for the... Mint water if you can.
Yes, please.
For
Mint.
that one.
Mint water,
That's a lot.
please.
I'll talk to the bartender. He probably can figure that out.
Oh, thank you.
Water?
Just water.
Just water?
Water for the windy one.
Sure, absolutely. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. You guys dream up what you want. The chef makes pretty much anything. You guys figure that out.
This is my least favorite character voice you've done.
Yeah, I know. He does finger guns. Because the service voice, makes you die. Yeah. He does finger guns, and he walks back to the bar. He verbals where is he? Service term now. He verbals the order to the bartender, and then you can see him open the kitchen door. He verbals that he's like, "Another table, guys." Lets them know that to be ready for another order.
I like that guy.
Yeah, he seemed like a very nice young gentleman.
Yeah.
Seems like he's working for his tips.
Marty's just gonna kind of like, thank you for calling me pretty.
Making an astute observation and voicing it. You're very welcome.
He's got the drinks kind of loading up now. You see the mint is not how Jerry would make it. Jerry muddles it into the water, so it's like mint water. This is just a sprig of mint placed in the water. Such is life. This guy doesn't unfortunately know all the tricks of the trade. So the guy brings it back. He's got it on a wooden kind of tray. He's like, "Alrighty, so honey mead for you. I got ales for you. Mint water for the madame, and water for my buddy over here." And then he's just kind of putting them down in the right places. He knows what he's doing. He's like, "Did we think about what we're having to eat?"
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have any soups that don't have any meat in it?
Yeah, so we've got a tomato carrot soup right now. Just got a lot of carrots from the last harvest, so it's more carrot than it is tomato, but
That sounds
no meat in that one.
That sounds lovely. I'll take one of those, please.
Awesome.
One of those for me, too.
Great, 2 of those.
I'll have whatever is seasonal at this point.
Sure. It's more of a roasted veg, lamb scenario right now. Does that sound good? Great. Awesome.
I'll have one of the roasted lamb veg scenarios.
Sounds good. Got it. And for you?
Yes, I have a weird request. We caught some fish earlier. Are you able to grill that up for me?
Yeah, absolutely. Will say, chef will not serve anything that's like not fresh. So if it's off, we do have to throw it out if you give it to me. Just letting you know.
Oh, of course.
Great,
She
awesome.
hands you like, I don't know how many are caught.
Roll a d6.
Okay. 5.
You got 5 fish.
Dude, Maud is goated at fishing.
Yeah, that was good.
So I guess she hands all the fish.
All 5?
Yeah,
Oh.
and give any to anyone who would like some.
Sounds good. Gotcha. Nice. All right. I'll get those all in for chef, and those will be coming right up. And he goes.
Thank you, dear.
You know, he walks into the kitchen. You kind of hear him go, "So, chef, I got a weird request." And the door closes.
I saw Harley faceplant immediately once I said that.
I was honestly kind of expecting you to just take the fish up to the fire pit in the middle and grill them.
That was the other option, but he was right there.
I had the thought, in my brain hole to myself of, when people bring food to... Because you said whatever you can think of. I'm like, there's got to be some people who... In my brain, it's there's some assholes who bring their own food. And it's like, you do this for me and then charge me less because I brought the food. And you're like, I brought these fish! And I was like, God fucking damn it.
We are those assholes.
we are those people.
We are now!
Is there anything you'd like to do while you're waiting for your food?
Sip bashfully on my little drink.
Cute.
I'm still not over that interaction.
Am I able to... Because I also realized that I have thaumaturgy because I'm a tiefling. Am I able to muddle the mint? Yeah. I just read through it. Okay, so in that case...
Because I had a solution for that too, if you can't do it. Also, that is so fucking sweet.
It says you can instantly make a flower blossom, a seed pod open, or a leaf bud bloom. Can we say that, because it's a leaf, right? No?
Yeah, that's not really what you're doing there.
Darn it.
I will say, the solution that I, you, here, Nyla, go at your solution.
Oh, I was gonna say that Maud puts her hand into the glass, grabs out the mint, shoves the mint in her mouth, chews it, and then chugs the water.
That is...
What an absurd... Dude, I'm just imagining a turtle, like a turtle who has got a turtle face. Just...
You just tipped it, and you didn't have to grab the leaf.
I was expecting you to chew it up and then spit it back in the water.
I was afraid of that as well.
I was thinking you would maybe get Scout to use Mage Hand to muddle it with the hand,
Next time we'll just ask for...
Or you can use the bottom of a dagger or something.
I know, it was a dagger.
You can ask for just... We'll ask next time for muddled mint water. Maybe they'll understand
She's
what you
so
mean
peculiar. I love her.
That would probably be better, yeah.
Guckflip.
Yeah.
Guckflip. I have a book if you wanted to try a different type of... I know that I tend to go through my reading material really fast, but I brought a book with me if you want to read through that. I don't know if you've ever read anything like it.
What genre of book is it?
History.
I would love to read it.
Please tell me
Alright.
it's a historical
And they kind of...
romance.
It's in their little side bag, and they pull it out, and it's a history of fashion.
Okay.
Royal fashion. And they kind of go, it's my favorite book I have. I maybe stole it from Grandma's library, but it's okay, I'll give it back eventually.
Thank you.
Note about this book, probably published 20-ish years ago.
Okay.
So we're looking at
It is
a
very
older
dated.
book that's dated in fashion and look, but also very well kept. It's very, there's respect to this book.
Thank you. I'll give it a try. It's not my usual type of history, but I'm sure it'll be quite interesting.
A lot of fashion history books actually have a lot about the time that the book was made anyway, so there's other little bits of history in there as well.
My favorite part about this book is just this is a book I'm reading, especially when you get to like the tadpole section. Scout's just like reading about their grandfather's style, like, just like okay, Grandpappy looked dressed like this. You know, like,
okay. Damn, Grandma slayed.
Seeing the big and like you gushing over the fashion book and considering what you're wearing, so do you read this and then create your own wardrobe?
I do. I grew up in a place where you were told what to wear. So when I left that and, found a library in Alabama and our grandmother and everything, they gave me access to all these books, and I just fell in love with the fashion of it. And Grandma taught me how to sew, and I started making my own clothing. And yeah, so I find something I think looks interesting, and I make up a pattern, and I make it. I made everything I own.
Isn't that lovely? That's just lovely, dear.
Oh, thank you.
You're obviously very, very good at it.
Oh, thank you.
Not only is this garment flattering, but it's also just adorable on its own.
Oh, cute.
I mean, the person wearing it does
if
help.
you ever if you ever want me to make you something, I just let me know and I can have it done.
In you offering, I will. Well, of course, I would love that. Just let me know when you need my measurements. I'm sure I can stand still long enough for you to get them.
Yeah, I mean, we're sharing a room tonight, so I can take them anytime. But yeah, I can do that.
Hey, yo.
I don't mean it like that.
And in the middle
I'm
of that
just a little guy.
And in the middle of that conversation,
I do.
The server comes out with like 2 little trays of food, and he's kind of expertly stacked them on like his arm, and he's like, all right, I got 2 of the lamb and roasted veg, and the soup, and then I got this, and I forgot what meal is. Oh yeah, the fish, right? Sorry, and then he kind of just entire tray is just like roasted fish. There's like definitely like herbs going on. Like somebody kind of snazzed it up a little bit.
Someone cooked here.
I know my way out. It's fine.
Someone cooked here. But it is just the roasted fish. There isn't like anything else. But they do look pretty good. All right, you guys enjoy. Is there any other thing I can get you, like beverages? Something to. I see your water is empty, Miss.
Can we get a muddled mint water?
Muddled.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I'm sure he knows how to do that. Absolutely. Grabs your cup from you. Anybody else want anything? No? All right. Sounds good. He goes back. The bartender muddles the mint. He brings it back. He goes, and for you, got that muddled mint water. How is the first couple bites tasting? It's been way too fast. You did not have time to take bites. And he goes, sorry, my bad. And he walks away.
That boy is so eager.
Oh goodness.
Delicious food.
Okay. So what I want to do, I'm not gonna do it because it's also unhinged. But in my head, I was like, it'd be funny if Maud just grabbed it by the tail, full insert into mouth, and then only bones come out.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty impressed. I feel like I'll give you that if you want to be able to do that.
I thought
I feel like that's a skill that you as a turtle could cultivate.
Yeah.
Do you
sure,
do that?
then Maud does that. Sure. Then Maud takes the fish tail and inserts the entire fish into her mouth, and then only the bones come out, weirdly intact. In the
Oh my.
Cartoons.
I would like to say that upon seeing that, Marta goes, I'm so sorry.
Yep. She gagged.
She does not like seeing creatures being eaten, especially ones that look just straight up because it's just a whole fish. So she just kind of I'm so sorry. And I'm fine.
Are
I'm
you
fine.
alright?
I had just a bit too hot. My soup was a bit too hot. She's lying.
That.
Oh!
Upon
You have to
seeing
make
that,
sure to
Alabama-
blow on it!
Alabama does look a little impressed by Maud.
Yeah, so does Ari. Ari. She's not even smirking. She's like, wow, kind of smile. That is. I'm sure that came in handy during your college years.
I didn't attend any colleges. I didn't attend school or anything. Just my monk studies.
Admiring the bones. Like, how the fuck did you do that?
Gutflip is a little bit disturbed, but in the lack of table manners here kind of way. Not too busy, but
Martyr, when you are looking at the bones, is looking away. Like she's like very like looking at the ceiling. Like
I was like, you
like,
and
just not looking
Marta
at it.
and Elmavena definitely have knowledge of table manners. Grandmam didn't not teach them that. But it's not something that bothers you. Whereas Scout,
it bothers me a little.
Scout's or not Scout.
Guck.
Guck flip, little flippy boy, flippy over here. He is bothered.
A little bit.
He's kind of he's
I recognize that not everybody was raised the way I am, but it's still that's not the way I was raised.
Yeah.
Why is everyone staring at me?
We're impressed, dear.
Oh, thank you. You know, when you become my age, you learn a few tricks or two.
I'm sure you do.
Nice.
She's just the shit-eating grin. Just face. I'm sure you do.
Martyr's looking down, not making eye contact with anyone, eating their fucking soup.
Upon seeing Martyr being uncomfy with the bones, I'm gonna no longer be looking at it and put it aside because you're beside me. I'm like, that's not great.
They kind of
Aw, consideration.
Basic human decency. That's not me flirting. Well, you know what I mean.
How much have we eaten? Feeling almost done.
I ate so much food there. I was shoveling it in.
But he's gonna come back around. He's gonna be like, "Alrighty, guys, hungry. I hate when servers do this. Hungry. All right. We want some dessert. You think a dessert?
I look at the table.
What kind of desserts do you have?
I could certainly go for something.
Well, we got, and this is a big one. We got chocolate imported from Yomamelia, and we mixed it with cream to make chocolate ice cream. It's big.
Yomamelia chocolate.
Yeah.
Had that in a while.
He kind of knows that he's like, well, maybe not to you. These guys might big.
I'd certainly love some.
Yeah.
Do you?
I'm alright, dear.
animal
I don't
products?
have a big sweet tooth.
I turn to Marta. Do you eat animal products like milk and eggs and such, or are you fully?
Yeah, I don't like to eat the animal's
Ah.
body.
Alright.
Do you have any cake?
Unfortunately, I don't think so.
Okay.
But if you want, there's a bakery in a couple one or two districts over. You could go over there. I think I can't remember what it's called. We sometimes get the occasional pastry, but unfortunately, we don't have any today.
Their eyes do light up when you mention there's a bakery. They very visibly light up, and they're like, "Oh, okay, thank you. I will have some of that chocolate ice cream."
Ice cream, yeah.
If it's from Yomamelia, then I can assure you it's delicious, love.
Chocolate from Yomamelia is the best. Yeah, that's what it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
All right, I'll try some.
Quiet one over here?
Yeah. A small one for me.
Yeah.
Just a regular serving of it for me.
Great. Awesome. Turtle. He didn't say turtle. He said turtle. Turtle.
Oh,
Imagine just calling someone by their
human.
race. Yeah, human.
That's weird.
It is.
Oh, I do not have a big sweet tooth. I'm alright, thank you.
Sounds good. All right. 4 orders. He runs back to the kitchen. You can, it takes a second to scoop it out of the, ice box.
Mm-hmm.
But then he comes back with the ice cream in little bowls, little porcelain bowls. And he puts them down, and he gives you little spoons. And he goes, "This is good stuff. I promise you. It's good stuff." Anyway, when you're all done, chill out. No rush. You can go up to the bartender if you want to pay, or you can put it on your room. Just talk to Max at the front. So, sounds good?
Thank
You guys were a great crowd.
I
Okay, bye.
hate him.
He wants to be a comedian.
So
Oh my god.
God, I hate this.
He's the server you're like kind of amused by at a restaurant, but you're also like, fucking, oh my god, you like hate him, like you're not.
When we get up to leave the table, Gutflip is most like later, obviously. Gutflip is most certainly gonna leave a coin on the table for her.
Aww, that's so cute. I love Gutflip.
Gutflip wants a tip.
I love Gutflip.
Gutflip's a good tip.
Yeah.
Before the ice cream people take a bite, Ariadne goes, so if it's from your mammalia, I will warn you though, sometimes we do make really spicy chocolate. Enjoy.
I'm
Not sure which one this is.
I thought you were gonna say it's an aphrodisiac.
Oh no, those ones are different. Those ones you need to ask special for. We got in trouble for that a couple years back. Can I say like one of my? Not even. Can I just say that one of my uncles is like a Wonka type situation?
Yeah,
Amazing.
absolutely. There are
Amazing
chocolate cafes in Your Mammalia, so he can run one of those and absolutely.
He's your uncle. You can
And
make him up however
absolutely
you
have
want.
a Wonka, absolutely a Wonka situation. I will say none of you guys get spicy ice cream. It's very mild.
Yeah.
In fact, it's not even that chocolatey. It's like you're like, okay, there's something going on.
Yeah. It's like I'm talking about like the
good ice
prank,
cream,
the
but-
prank shit. The
Yeah.
prank shit. Like
Yeah.
that's. I knew this wasn't gonna be that. I was like, sometimes it's prank.
Sometimes it's
Have fun.
Yeah.
Martyr is very pleased by it. They love sweets.
Yeah, I will say the ice cream probably don't get that very much in Daiso. You probably have like sort of creamy milk, like not entirely frozen. But if you like, so you've had this before.
The situation was because before electricity, you'd had to ship it, but I'm assuming like magic exists.
Yeah,
so
it's magic.
What would we not have mages in this?
Maybe not a lot. You probably just didn't really think to do it. It feels like a frivolous thing that you wouldn't really, your tiny town in Daiso here probably wouldn't like.
Martyr's fucking
really
the shit
be
up.
like, yeah, we need frozen cream. But maybe for
So
kids, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But chocolate, you've definitely never had.
If Martyr finishes before Ariadne, you will get the rest of hers.
Aww.
Do you want a kiss on the mouth?
I want you.
I want you.
Put your mouth on my mouth. Does the
in the
whimsical nut
whimsical
have a
nut.
pool?
No.
That's unfortunate.
Why?
Because then we could...
What?
Give me a sec. Because then you could be swimming in the whimsical nut.
Oh my god.
I can make it have a pool. We can go back and I can say it has a pool. That
you're
doesn't
upset
make
that it doesn't
the name
have a pool,
generator,
yeah.
and it was called the whimsical nut. I'm not
That
putting
was
the
name
That was
generated?
name generated. I didn't come up with that. I wish I did, but I didn't. And so I saw the name generated whimsical nut, and I thought, oh baby,
Put that.
and I put that boy in there.
Every single town we go to has to have an inn that's some sort of innuendo.
Okay, sounds good.
An innuendo. I know my way out. It's fine. I know what it is. I got it.
Listen, the door, I can open it myself.
I got it.
So upon finishing our ice cream and our food, I'm assuming that we're gonna get out and go pay.
You gonna
Yeah.
put it on the
Right.
room or talk to the bartender?
Could put it on the roof. I'm assuming that it's silver, so.
Yeah.
What's my discount?
Oh, there's no senior discount.
What about the we brought our own fish discount?
Oh, well, that'll just be like, yeah, she's still sitting in the back, but you go up to the front room. You say, put it on the rooms, whatever. And what do you do from there?
If I notice that woman in the corner is looking at us, I will weep. Other than that,
She'll
I
definitely
wink.
look at you and Elma Bena.
okay. That's an odd pairing.
Yeah, you.
I don't know. You just seem like you don't like me very much.
I don't think anyone.
That's fair.
And she may be intriguingly looking at Maud.
I think everyone does that.
Yeah.
Maud's a pretty
Yeah.
intriguing character.
Yeah.
God bless Mom.
Takes that.
She is indeed.
We love Maud. She's
We
great.
love
God
we love
bless Maud.
God bless Maud.
Okay, is the lady like staring at us?
No, just kind of making just slightly looking at you. Just maybe looking up from her table, intriguing at the new people. Maybe she is her gaze is giving, come talk to me.
Do I
But-
notice this?
Roll a perception check.
I will also roll a perception.
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh, it's not great.
9.
What do I perceive?
Big ol' yikes there, brother.
I got a
I got 10.
You got 10? That's good.
12.
Yeah. 10 will be for the ones that are like, she's not being subtle.
Okay, cool.
12,
Then-
yeah. So 10 and 12, you
Yes, we
you
go
see
over.
this. You don't have to. She's not getting up and forcing you.
No, but if she keeps like shooting me looks, I'm gonna be like, okay.
What the fuck?
If the DM mentions it, it's kind of like, look at this person in the
know.
corner.
But you don't have to. I can save the material for another day.
That's fair. We have many more taverns to go
Exactly. I can put this woman anywhere.
to. Okay, dog. It's not in the cards.
So do you go up? Do you go talk to her or no?
How are people feeling? Do we want to continue or do we want to be done?
Martyr would follow, so it doesn't matter.
Ariadani's ready for
Yeah.
bed and such.
Yeah.
So is Gucky.
We did have a long day of traveling, so
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
we're
fine.
gonna
I'm
go to
chill.
bed. We'll go into the room and
Yeah. Even if you spoke to this woman right now, we're not doing any combat tonight.
Not unless I start this bar fight.
Unless somebody punches someone right now.
Guckflip gets up and punches the nearest person.
Roll for initiative, every goddamn person in this bar.
Can we just set aside?
I roll 60 die.
Probably Maud.
You go to punch the monk. Have fun.
Yeah, good fucking luck.
oh, I
It's a
thought
death
you meant
sentence.
me punch someone.
I know Ariadani will head back up to her room.
Yeah, you didn't notice her, like, really looking, but yeah.
No.
Gutflip wasn't
Maud's
being
gonna
looked
go
at.
to
Maud's going to
Maud's
bed.
going to bed.
Mom's
to
going to
bed.
bed.
Martyr
Okay, I think everyone's going
Okay.
to bed, so
Martyr will follow
End
and
of
go
day.
to their bed.
Maybe you look back at the woman and you're like, alright. You acknowledge that you see her, but you're like, fuck that. And she looks at you and just says, respect. She's like, alright. Fair enough.
I'll see you another time.
And you guys go back to your room. You set up. Is there anything you would like to do before bed, or are we taking a long rest?
I would just like to draw attention to the fact that Martyr does pull out a ridiculously, like, Victorian-esque, overly frilly nightie to put on. They switch
Yes.
out of, they take off their, like,
Yes.
6 layers of underclothes,
Yeah,
very
it's-
shyly in the corner.
Is Martyr, like, have the full corset and stuff that could possibly need aid in helping?
Yes,
you?
Martyr does have a
Not
corset
even,
that
like,
might need
sexually,
aid.
Just like, do you need help?
Yeah, sure, we'll do that for you.
Okay.
Martyr has a
I will
corset, they're
say
like,
this,
like
in each
reaching.
of your rooms there is a small like basin, like enough to put your body into it, like kind of just sitting wise, but you could wash as well.
They're like reaching behind themselves and like trying to like get the corset undone.
In that case, like, Ari will walk over, touch her shoulder gently, and be like, do you need help, love? I can unlace you if you need me to.
Sure, that'd be lovely. Thank you.
Does that gently. Gentle touches maybe on the hip, who knows?
Ooh.
Oh, tail between legs. They kind of mumble a very awkward, "Well, thank you, darling," and then they'll step aside and like pull the rest of their stuff off and then put on their ridiculous fucking nightie.
You get a pat on the hip when you say, after you say thank you, and then
Nervous.
Nervous. All right. Anything that Maud and Gugflip would like to do in their room? Oh, yep.
Oh, yeah. So, as soon as Maud gets into the room, I don't know if Flip is falling behind, Maud kind of stretches out, puts her quarterstaff in a corner, and crawls into bed and becomes full turtle going into her shell.
Yeah, there's a noise. It goes.
Audible noise.
And then from inside the shell, you hear her go, "Good night, Flip."
Good night, Maud.
which bed does Martyr sleep in with? Ariadani or with Elmabena?
Did you guys request a cot or no? No, I don't think you did.
So you said that
No.
there's 2 double beds
Yeah.
in the rooms. So I
If-
No, but like
3 of
just for
us.
the cot, yeah.
Yeah.
If, did we request the cot? Question
No,
mark?
I don't think you did.
No, we don't
You
need
have
a
to go back and
cot.
check
If it's not offered, like if Ardani doesn't outwardly be like, "Hey, come sleep in my bed," Martyr's just gonna assume and go sleep with their sibling. Pause. In the bed with Lick.
outright say that, but she will
Sorry?
give you looks. She won't outright say that, but she will give you looks of like, "You're welcome to." And she will sleep not in the middle of the bed, she will sleep on one side of the double bed, even if it's supposedly just for her.
Martyr will give Elabane a look like, I don't know what to do. Help.
Help.
Um,
Are you kicking your sibling out?
Almabena is gonna, like, kind of shrug and give you the, like, face and, like
Can you
nudge
describe
you a
that
tiny
face
bit.
for the listeners?
You know the, like, white person, like...
Suggestive
It's
raised
like,
eyebrows.
It's like that Shrek meme.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And give you a
Which
tiny
one?
nudge with
The
her elbow.
listeners know.
Okay.
With a nudge, Martyr will kind of
This
like...
is the demographic we want.
Yes.
No, with the nudge from their sibling, Martyr will kind of work with courage, being okay, and will very awkwardly shuffle over to the bed and get in and sleep on the very fucking opposite edge.
Yeah. Seeing Martyr come over, Ariadne will use her tail to pull up the covers
Thank you.
when she comes
Oh,
in.
very dexterous tail.
I only use the tail for flair. It won't be to cheese the game.
Only for style points.
All right. Is there anything anybody else would like to do tonight?
Gucky just reads a little bit in bed.
Save
Before
that for a later session.
Gucky just reads a little bit of their new book in bed before
The fashion.
before
Adorable.
going. Shoo.
Don't ever call yourself Gucky ever.
Too bad.
Gucky.
Gucky is better than Guk Guk in my opinion.
I thought my audio cut out. I was like, what?
All right. Well, that is the second part of session 2. Thank you for listening.
Yippee!
And we're gonna go for a long rest. Yippee! And well, we hope you will join us next time we go into the maelstrom.
Hi there. My name's Harley. My pronouns are he and she. I play Ariadne, the tiefling ranger who uses she, her pronouns. And you can find me on any socials I happen to have at Curie Oddities.
Hey nerds! My name is Nyla. My pronouns are she, they. I play Maud, who is a turtle monk, and uses she, her pronouns, but you can just call her Maud. And you can find me on Instagram at Nyla_Gaduso.
Hi all, my name is Ronnie. I use they, them pronouns, and I play Martyr, the tiefling fathomless warlock who uses any pronouns. And you can find me on TikTok or Instagram or anywhere else under rad.ghouls.
Hello, my name is Madison. I use any pronouns. I play Almabena Goldkettle, the dwarf rogue who uses she, her pronouns.
Hey everybody, my name is Scout. I use any pronouns. I play Guckflip, the gnome wizard who's really nerdy, and he uses he, him pronouns. You can find me almost anywhere at Scout_Lawrence_. Go.
I have to go?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know what to say though.
What's up, fucker? I'm God.
I am God. I am but the omniscient being who controls this world and designs its creatures. Okay.
And does all the fucking work for this podcast.
And I put in hours. Was it good? And I'm Male. I'm the game master, dungeon master, world master. Oh, and you can find me at mael.o'neill on Instagram, and on TikTok it's maelstrom.o'neill, and on all the other social medias just follow the podcast.